Hi everyone, welcome again to another chat. Obviously not a great weekend at Ipswich, but all in all, we're still 15 points away from this championship lead, so yeah, not ideal, but I'm still pretty upbeat. I still think I can win this thing, and now it's just made me a little angry losing that lead, so I think I can get it back. So yeah, have faith. Tough weekends are going to happen, but good weekends are going to happen too. So I'm sure we'll bounce back. I'm seriously desperate to get this league back. So maybe that was the thing we needed. So we'll fight again. Start Tom's. Hey Frosty, does the team have any answers to what caused your tyre failure? How do you feel about your chances of winning this year and showing Win Cup who's boss? The failure looks like it's from a curb, but yeah, it's very hard to tell. It's a bit temperamental. I didn't hit it any differently, I don't think, to any other lap, but maybe it hit it on a bad angle, or the tyre was cold or something. But you're trying to really drive the car to its limits, and yeah, I don't know if it's my fault. I put my hand up, but we need to analyse it back at the workshop and try and work it out. But there wasn't anything that really stood out that said, this is what blew my tyre. Race 2, I actually did hit a curb quite bad and come in and said, if that didn't blow my tyre, nothing will. And yeah, it's just bizarre how it works out. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's hard to tell how to fix it, because when the tyre blows, there's not actually anything left of it to analyse. You can only look at shock travel and stuff like that. So that's what we'll have to look at. After losing the championship lead, how does FPR prepare the journey to the endurance part of the year? How do you prepare yourself mentally? There goes Renee, putting Oliver to bed. He's still yelling out for cuddles. And the challenges ahead. It's going to be tough. I think the Eastern Creek is a hard round for us. We've definitely got to try and get through that. But I feel so confident going into the Enduros, and that, our strength at the moment is our race pace, and chuck Steve Owen into the mix, and he is, in my opinion, the best co-driver out there in terms of raw pace. So I just think that we can have 3 really good rounds at the Enduros, and there's a lot of points to fight for. So I think it's going to be tough, no doubt, but I really think I can win this. Nice pajamas, Renee, and I really think I can still win this. So I haven't dropped the lid. It's going to be a fight, but we can still win this thing. What do we got? When filming the That's How I Roll series of commercials, did you have any input on what you say, or were you scripted? And has anyone in your career with FBR tried to tempt you to defect to another team? No, it got scripted, so they pretty well say this is what you're going to say, and but they pretty well captured everyone's personalities, I think. So no, it's all scripted. But in terms of other teams do contact you, but I've never gone into the final year of a contract with FPR, so never been on the market. So I wouldn't know what the other teams are like, but whether you're winning or losing, you've got to really love and support your team, and yeah, pretty passionate about mine. So yeah, other teams have spoken, but you never go into too deep a chat. So really love FPR, and when we win this championship, everyone will see why you've had such a long relationship. How are you feeling leading into the next round at Sydney? Confident, worried, or something else? I think Eastern Creek's going to be tough. Our car doesn't like the really long corners, and Eastern Creek's full of them. But saying that, I've been to Eastern Creek and thought we're going to struggle, and I've won 2 out of 3 races on the weekend. So it's one of those places. I think we'll be, it'll be tough, but if we get it right, we can win, and that's how you got to approach it. You never go in thinking you're not going to win. You always think you can, and I think we will. So we'll go again. When is the team's next test? Does Steve Owen do any racing in other categories? Yeah, it's before Sandown, so between Eastern Creek and Sandown there. We've got another test day, and that's pretty well dedicated to the enduro guys. So Steve Owen will do majority of the laps in the car, which is good. And in terms of Steve, he sort of races anything. So he's had a couple of DVS races. He raced it at Spa in a Lamborghini. I think he raced in a Mazda 5, MX-5. He races anything. So yeah, he's definitely in form. The other blokes, Morris and Waters, are in DVS, so that's going to help. But Steve hops straight in our car, and lap 1, he does the same lap time as he does at lap 50. So he's very, very good. So surprising, because I haven't really had much to do with him. But when he gets in the car, he's really good. Is the lack of qualifying pace something that can be solved in the factory, or something that needs to be sorted at the track? I think we can do it in the factory. There's a couple of things that I really am pushing for on the car, and we've just got to work out how we can engineer it and actually get it in the car and make it fit. But I'm really pushing for some things that I think will work. So that's all done at the workshop, and it's about getting it in the car, and then we'll test it, which probably contradicts what I said and is about the track. But you have to make it and get it in the car first, and then worry about what it does at the track. But I know what we need, and I think when we make it, it's going to improve the car. What are the areas you think FPR need to improve to get the jump on Red Bull, or is it mainly just a case of bad luck? It's not bad luck. You know, we aren't we're not qualifying quick enough, and when you start in the pack and things go wrong, you can't blame luck. It's just poor speed and poor qualifying. So to me, qualifying is not about luck. It's about setting the car up, and the quickest bloke in qualifying does the best job. So we haven't been on pole position, and we're not doing a good enough job. So yeah, it's no use sugarcoating it. We go quicker, we'll get on the front row, our luck will look better, and it'll all sort itself out. Chaz's car seemed quicker than your car in both races and qualifying, so why is this? We both have different setups, and with engineers they believe in different things. So we tried a couple of things on the weekend. Some were okay, some weren't in qualifying. But yeah, Sunday we got it wrong in quali. To qualify 8th, I was actually surprised, because I was really happy with my lap, but really disappointed with the car. So so yeah, not far off. But saying that, half a tenth would have got me onto P4. So if you had have just kept running what we normally run in quali, we probably would have ended up P4. But we tried something a little bit more aggressive, and we ended up 8th. So you lose 4 spots, which I thought was a good thing, to actually try something and only lose 4 spots. Realise it doesn't work, but you could try something and end up 15th or 20th or something like that. So we sort of got away with it, but yeah, Chaz's car looks quite good, so we definitely have to look at it. So I'm sure we'll try it at the next race. Can you make a little boy's day and give a shout out to Cooper? Hey Cooper, you should be in bed maybe, depends how old you are, but yeah, I hope you're having a good day, and thanks for watching this. What do we got? Do you think Wincup's comments that you are still the man to beat this year were sincere, or do you think they were just to make him appear like a smug something? I think he, who knows, we're 15 points off, so mathematically we're the closest. I think if we can hit our form again, we can definitely get this lead back and make progress. You know, I think the last couple of rounds haven't been good, but Pukekohe, we absolutely destroyed them on Sunday in terms of speed, and Darwin on Sunday too. So you know, we haven't got a bad car. We just need to make sure that we get it right on the day, and if we do, we can win races. So you know, I'm not worried. He probably can see the potential in our team. We're always come home strong. We're going to have good endurance races, so who knows? But when you look at it, in my opinion, there's 5 blokes who can win it. You know, everyone's going to have their day, so we need to make sure we don't blow tyres, we finish bad days, and then we win good days. And that's sort of what we've done, except for Sunday. And that cost us about 80 points. So, yeah, we've just got to make sure we don't make mistakes. What would it mean to you, your family, and the team to win the championship? It would mean everything. It's what you go racing for. You know, number one to me is a massive reason why I go racing and going to the gym and doing long hours and all these sort of things that you do. It's about getting number one, and it's not just about family and team. It's about you know, the fans, the sponsors, you know, the Falcon. The last couple of years to put number one on the door would be a great way to send it out. There's lots of reasons why you want to win, but it would mean a lot to try and win this, and that's why you're not going to give up. You don't chuck it in, and once you lose it, you just want it back, and going to make sure we work twice as hard now to get it back. Apart from the obvious qualifying pace, what other issues have you found? As it seems, since your test day, the car isn't rolling off the truck anywhere near as good. I think the problem is that the test day makes you try things, and then you think they're better, then you roll it out of the truck, and then you start to do it, and then maybe it isn't working. And then you go back to your base car, which we used at Pukekohe or Darwin. That's actually a bit better. So we need to be a little bit smarter. I think we'll definitely address it, try and come out of the truck stronger, and just understand our tuning tools, because we still, sounds like an excuse, but we still don't know exactly what's working and what's not. So we'll have to get better. No excuses. You said in another chat you had some Go Fast bits coming. We really need them. We do need them, and yeah, things are slow, and getting things on the car are a bit slow. So we need to push and really really push for it. So, you know, I think we have got bits, and there's definitely bits that I know that I need on my car, but you've got to design it, make it fit. The races back-to-back have made it a bit hard as well. So, yeah, it's we need them. No doubt we need them. So we'll keep pushing, make sure they get prioritised, and hopefully for Sandown we can fit some bits in this car. How do you pick yourself up after a bad race? Do you get out of the car and just shut everyone out, just go and be by yourself, or run straight into Renee's arms? No. You know, it's one of those things. Racing is racing. If you hop out and absolutely stew over it, you're not going to win the championship. You hop out, you might kick the tyre, get a bit angry, but I really want to get back in the car now. That's the honest thing. You want to get in, you know, really just try and get this lead back. So it's probably made you more determined, makes you more hungry for success, and yeah, it's frustrating, but yeah, we don't drop the bottom lip. We just work harder. So we go okay, and normally you're wet and sweaty and yuck, so normally the wife doesn't want to touch you anyway. You're a bit stinky, so have a shower and then maybe cry in her arms, but no, I'm okay. Just wondering why you're on the plane from Roma to Brizzy Wednesday morning. I was on the same plane. Went to Roma to see one of the steel companies up there, Roma Wire and Steel. We had a dinner and hung out at the convention centre, so it's pretty cool up there. Good to go up and see some people and yeah, get some sun. It was pretty warm up there, pretty dry, so you obviously are working up there. So yeah, if it's that hot in winter, I can imagine how bad it would be in summer for you. I noticed when watching the race that you drivers don't use the clutch when going up gears. It's slower to do it, so we don't do it, but we have a shift cut on the gear stick, so it's effectively a clutch, which is way quicker than what your foot could do. So yeah, technology is good. It just you pull the gear stick, the shift cut engages, cuts the engine for 0.1 of a tenth, and disengages the dogs, and it goes into gear. So it's yeah, it's really good. What was it like when the Great cut your car in China in '05 And can you give a shout out to Sorty, who's a huge Frosty fan? And I do remember you because you asked for Renee. So I remember you, which was kind of awkward. So I'm not sure how to react to that one. But hi, Sorty. Say hello. And you saw Renee in her pajamas tonight too, so don't say that you want to see her again, because that's really awkward. The Great in China was pretty scary actually. People don't understand how close that come to your lower region. But the Great stuck up. It cut the car in half and actually hit the roll bar in the bottom of below the seat, sheared it in half, and then hit the seat and took a gouge out. So the Great was about 10 mil, 20 mil away. So yeah, it's not, yeah, it wasn't pretty, but and also hopped on the back of a motorbike with one of those Chinese dudes riding, and far out, he was one of the dangerous blokes I've ever seen. I thought he was Rossi driving around the back. So I survived the car, but almost didn't survive the motorbike. So he was loose. What's involved in becoming a team member on a V8 supercar team? It's pretty well just sending your resume. It's like any job, but most of the guys come from dealerships or do their apprenticeships. So yeah, it's pretty well just apply, and motorsport has quite a reasonable turnover. So yeah, if you're interested, definitely put your resumes in at the team, and whatever trade, whether it's mechanic or machining, painting, commercial, whatever it is, there's a lot of spots available. So yeah, put your things on the table. Looks like you're going to need a good luck in Sydney. Danielle and I will be there cheering you on. Just a quick question: how come the Peter Brock Trophy hasn't got your name on it yet? We visited FPR on school holidays and was very disappointed to see 2012 winner on it and not yours. Well, there we go. See, I'm going to win Eastern Creek because you're there, and every race you've been at, I've had a win. So we don't need engineering. We just need you to come to every race, which would be quite nice. But that'd be good to see you guys. They don't engrave it until the year after, which seems a bit stupid. But yeah, they engrave it 2014 before the race. So then when it hands out to the next winner, the engraving is on it. But yeah, I thought they would have done it in between the car pulling up and actually going to the podium. I thought it would already be on there. But yeah, I just saw one that said, do I read things on V8 supercar forums like V8 Central? If so, is there anything that was said that hurt? No, I don't read them. My mum used to, and my sister used to, and they used to get quite upset because there are some pretty average people out there actually writing on those things. But everyone has opinions. So, but anyone that ever writes anything, and if you are on it and you want to know anything, write to the Facebook page, or come and see me in person and ask a question instead of making opinions which are normally wrong. So yeah, it's good that these chats exist, because you do want the sport being spoken about on a social level, and that's what Facebook is, and all those websites as well. But yeah, some of the comments and stuff on those websites do bring the sport down. So massively support them. Think they're a great thing, but sometimes people need to be a little bit smarter or nicer on what they write, because it is a bit wrong sometimes. Was devastated when you got that punctured tyre. What goes through your head when stuff like that happens on the track? You sort of drop, I guess, a little bit. First of all, you try and get back to the pits because the tyre blew and it's all over the place. So first of all, you just have all these things going on in your head trying to get it back to the pits. But yeah, once you drive into pit lane, you just sort of sink a bit. But at the same time, you're just waiting for a safety car too. I hope that they put a tyre on and then a safety car come out, because then I could start passing people again. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. But just keep fighting. There was Jack Perkins in front of me, and I knew that was about 3 or 4 points. So as soon as I drove back out, it was it was like, who am I racing? Who can I catch? And I caught him and made 4 points. So yeah, you don't get depressed or anything in the car, but it's just that moment in pit lane you sort of sink a bit, going, yeah, we've just lost a lot of points. So but you get over it. If you are offered, oh hi Pat, you are an absolutely nice person. You always text me on Twitter, so hello. If you were offered another driving job overseas, would you consider it? No, I'm contracted here for a long time, and I'm not leaving until I win this thing. So I hope it's this year. I'm going to make sure that I win this thing this year. So then I don't have to worry about it, or I'll try and win 2, and then I'll try and win 3. But if I could do that, then I'll try and look overseas at different things. But Brazil was really good. I really liked Brazil, but I really love our championship here, and I love living in Australia, and love having my in-laws, see the kids, and all the friends we've got here and stuff. So it's a good series. It's good cars, good teams, and you get to live in your country, so it's pretty good. But I'd like to do one-offs. Brazil, NASCAR stuff would be cool to do one-offs, but in terms of living, I think it's pretty good here. Just wondering what brand of sunglasses you wear. I love the pair you had on the weekend. Are they Bolle? They are Bolle. They are a pretty trendy little number that I got. So yeah, the Bolle Sunnies, and yeah, all the teams got them, and yeah, they're really cool. So check online. Just wanting to know how you got into V8s, because when I grow up, I want to race something like them as well. You start in go-karts and have some fun and really enjoy it, and then when you get better and better and start getting results, you start to try and get into V8. You send your resume into all the different team owners and hope that they want to pick you up and sponsor you and get you in the car, and that's sort of how you get into motorsport now. Do you think teams should get a bigger tyre allocation? Should there be a set number of racing and a set number of practice? Always seems teams are struggling for good tyres. Yeah, I think it's a stupid rule, to be honest, the tyre allocation. But I don't also pay the tyre bill, which is the reason they do it. But what happens is the tyres get limited. So you effectively, if you finish every race, you're going to have bad quality tyres. If you don't finish races, you have a good tyre bank. So when we go testing, our best set of tyres are 100 kilometres old, which we wouldn't potentially take to a race meeting, let alone. But then you have to test on them all day. So what teams do, they spend money on simulation, they spend money on different areas. So there's ways of probably cutting costs, but again, I don't pay the bill. So if the team owners think that's the best way, and everyone's in the same boat, well, everyone's in the same position, so you deal with it. But from a driver's perspective, when you watch NASCAR, when you watch IndyCar, you watch Le Mans, all those things, they just have tyre after tyre that they throw at it, and that's good. But maybe our tyres are too expensive. I don't know the ins and outs, but I think we need more tyres. But again, I don't know the ins and outs. I'm getting a new Arrow X3 go-kart. Do you have any tips? Not really. It's been a long time since I raced go-karts, so they're a bit different to what I used to race, I guess. So, but the Arrows are good. There's a lot of people run them, so I guess at the track, try and hit up your local dealer or something and get the gun set up and bolt it in your cart, really. But they're good. You can buy parts for them easy, and just have fun, really. That's all you got to do. What track did the car feel best at this year? Also, I and many other fans have plenty of faith in you and FPR. Keep doing the great job. Also, I was the one from Riverlink with the swimming shirt. Hey, how are you, buddy? Yeah, it's good to see you in all your Pepsi gear too. Thanks for your support. You really are a good supporter. The best round this year was Pukekohe. The car was really hooked up. I don't know why. It it was really hooked up there. It's got fast corners, and then you go to other tracks and it's not hooked up. So it's sometimes, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to know why. But Pukekohe was amazing. The car was fast. You could attack. Yeah, just Pukekohe is was the best track. Which of all the celebrities in the world that you have met gave you the biggest buzz? Probably the biggest. No, the biggest buzz was meeting Pink. So she was pretty cool. So when the VAs did the TV advert, we got told that that we had this world star that was going to be this and that, but they wouldn't tell us who it was going to be. And then we found out it was her, and yeah, she was really, really cool. So yeah, saw her and met her, and that was cool. And we actually had a picture of our wedding photo was on our desktop, and then I think Renee put Pink and I up, so even she was pretty impressed that I met her. So it was pretty cool. Do your personal sponsors? Oh, hey Nick, I took you for a lap at Winton. I remember that. I hope it was a good lap. Do your personal sponsors have a say on how your helmets look? Oh, thanks for the ride there at Winton. You just said it. They do have a bit of a say, but they're all about their logos more so than the design. So for me, I really love the design I've had for years, and then you try and fit their logos into your design. But yeah, it's good. It's good to have some input from them, and they definitely love the look of the helmets. And we've got some pretty cool stuff coming too, actually, about with little helmets. Do you find it hard going away from home and your family racing and being unsuccessful on the weekend? No, because I take them with me, so I can be unsuccessful with my family there, which is really cool. But no, it is hard when you're away and you have a bad day and your family's not there. It is hard. You want to see your family, and the thing that cheers me up is my family. So when I have my tyre blow and I hop out the car and your little boy says, "You didn't win, Daddy," but he still loves you. That's what it's about. You're gonna have bad days, and it's just one of those things. So to have your kids there and your family there, which is why I take mine to the track. They're not just there to tag along. They're there because they are wanted to be there, and I really love them being there. So yeah, I could be unsuccessful and have them there, which is a bonus. Are you racing the new Ford next year? I don't know what we're racing. I really don't know. It sounds like I'm probably saying it every time, but I really don't know. So yeah, I'm not sure what it'll be, but it looks pretty cool, the new Falcon. So if it is that, it'd be pretty cool to race. But if this is the last year of the Falcon, then we need to win this thing. So yeah, maybe that's the other incentive. We need to try and win this thing. Does it bug you with every second question about the championship because it's bugging me? No, it's what you go racing for, and I think about the championship. So whether people are saying it or not, but it's great there's support there. It's great there's so many people support me and my team and Chaz and everyone at FPR. We really love it, and the championship is what everyone wants, and the championship is what we want, and yeah, we're doing our best to try and win it. And you do feel bad when you have bad days like the weekend, and you feel like you let people down and stuff like that. But sometimes things happen, and we'll bounce back. And when we win next time, the same people are going to support you, and we'll talk about the championship again. So yeah, it doesn't get annoying. I love it. I love the passion in our sport, and that's why I want to win it. I want to win it for ourselves and everyone. So yeah, try and win this thing. So that's about it for tonight. What can I ask? I'm going to ask a question tonight. I've got a cap to give away. Jeez, who was wearing this cap? Someone with a small head. Austin was wearing this cap today. So if you want to wear the cap that Austin stole from my cupboard, we'll give this one away. So what can we ask? All right, I'll go 3 questions, and you've got to get a true or false. There's 2 that are true, and there's 1 that's false. So I'm going to steal a bit of Triple M here, but we'll go with that. And the first person who answers it right will send a hat to And next chat, I'm actually going to give away a set of racing gloves. So I'll give the hat away for this one. But next time I'm going to give away a set of my gloves, which I wore at Darwin and won at Darwin. So yeah, I'm going to give away something pretty cool. All right, so 3 things, and post on this feed where the live video chat post link is, and the first answer correct wins it. So there's 3 things. First one, I have a Maltese Shih Tzu dog called Millie. Don't know if that's true. I can juggle on one leg with 3 balls. Sounds a bit wrong. Is that true? I was actually the smartest kid at my school, and I got ducks at the school. Is that true? So, first person who gets it right will... don't laugh at me. She's laughing at me. I was very, very smart at school. So anyway, we'll first one to answer it right, I'll sign the cap and we'll send it away. So thanks, guys. Yeah, try and stay upbeat. I'm upbeat and going to win this thing. So we'll keep fighting. Thanks, guys.